The next time you sit in an office or walk through a shopping mall, look up. That small metal sprinkler head in the ceiling tile connects to a massive network of pipes winding through the walls and floors around you. Modern buildings possess a built-in immune system. Much like the network of cells in your own body, these systems work 24/7 to detect and fight off threats the moment they appear. In this system, the infections are fires. And just like biological diseases, fires behave differently depending on what is fueling them. Safety experts categorize these into 5 main classes. Class A fires run on ordinary wood and paper. Class B feeds on liquids like petrol. Class C involves flammable gas. Class D consumes combustible metals. And Class K is specific to kitchen cooking oils. Because each fuel reacts differently to heat, they require targeted treatments to be put out safely. A fire can double in size every 60 seconds. Because every second counts, a building cannot rely on a phone call or a distant fire truck to start the defense. It must be able to diagnose and treat the problem immediately on its own. This combination of plumbing and sensors transforms the structure from a static pile of concrete into an active, protective organism. Imagine an empty hallway in the middle of the night. Even without human eyes to spot a spark, the structure is designed to perceive danger. Scattered across the ceilings are smoke detectors and heat detectors. These act as sensory organs, constantly monitoring the chemistry of the air and checking for sudden, dangerous spikes in temperature. If a person spots the fire first, they can trigger the building's reflexes manually. The manual call point, that red box on the wall, allows anyone to send an immediate signal through the system. The moment a sensor or a person triggers the system, an electronic distress signal races through a network of copper wiring. That signal arrives at the fire alarm panel. This is the brain of the operation. It identifies exactly where the signal started and decides how the rest of the building should respond. The brain's first action is to warn the people inside. It sends power to the hooters and sirens, using loud noises and flashing lights to guide everyone toward the exits. Detection and warning are the first steps. With the fire alarm ringing, the brain now coordinates the building's mechanical systems to physically fight the flames. To find the muscle behind that response, we have to look in the basement. This is the fire pump room, the mechanical heart that powers the entire network. To ensure water is ready the second it's needed, a small pump called a jockey pump keeps the pipes full and under constant pressure. When a sprinkler opens upstairs, the water escapes and the pressure in the system drops. Sensing this, the massive main pump roars to life. It forces a heavy surge of water upward from the storage tanks. If the electricity is cut, the diesel pump acts as the ultimate failsafe. This engine runs on fuel rather than the power grid, ensuring the heart keeps pumping even in a total blackout. Moving thousands of gallons of water straight up against gravity takes immense force. Water is heavy, and the taller the building, the more weight the pumps have to push. These engines are designed to overcome that weight, ensuring the water has enough speed and force to reach the highest rooms. This massive force in the basement only works if the building has a way to deliver that water precisely where it is needed. Back in the room where the fire started, the heat rises toward the ceiling and the single sprinkler head positioned directly above the flames. You might have seen movies where pulling a fire alarm makes every sprinkler in the building turn on at once. In reality, that would cause massive, unnecessary water damage to rooms that aren't even on fire. Each sprinkler is an independent unit. Inside is a small glass bulb filled with a liquid that expands when it gets hot. The bulb shatters only when exposed to direct heat. When the glass breaks, it releases the water. It flows from the tank, through the pumps, up the pipes, and out of only that specific sprinkler. If you are present when a fire starts, you can assist the system using a fire extinguisher. These handheld tools act as specialized treatments for those different classes of fire, like wood, oil, or electrical, ensuring you use the right material for the job. To use an extinguisher correctly, even when you're in a hurry, follow the pass method. First, pull the pin to unlock the handle. Next, aim the nozzle at the base of the fire. Squeeze the lever to release the spray, and sweep the nozzle from side to side until the fire is out. The building handles the heavy lifting, but people equipped with the right tools can stop a small fire before the sprinklers ever need to activate. In a crisis, these systems work in perfect harmony. The sensors detect smoke, the brain sounds the alarm, the pumps drive the water, the glass bowl breaks, and the threat is neutralized. While the technology is impressive, prevention is still the best defense. Simple habits like following no smoking signs and keeping work areas clean prevent the sparks that start the cycle in the first place. If a fire ever becomes too large for these systems to handle, your most important tool is knowing the path to the nearest emergency exit. Those red boxes and sealing nozzles are the visible parts of a system that never sleeps. They are the sensors and the muscle of a guardian that stays ready to protect you 24 hours a day.